Christian McCaffrey's worst fears were confirmed on Monday, as an MRI revealed that he had indeed injured the PCL in his knee during the San Francisco 49ers' 35-10 loss to the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night. As a result, McCaffrey is set to be placed on injured reserve, with an expected recovery time of 6 weeks. During his Monday press conference, head coach Kyle Shanahan announced that McCaffrey would be unavailable for the 49ers in the foreseeable future. "It's about a 6-week recovery, so he's gonna be going on IR," Shanahan said, confirming that McCaffrey's injury would force the team to make this difficult decision. The injury occurred in the second quarter of the game after McCaffrey broke free for an 18-yard run. He was tackled low by Bills safety Taylor Rapp, and though he briefly remained on the field, it was clear something was wrong. Just 3 plays later, McCaffrey received a toss from quarterback Brock Purdy, but immediately fell to the ground in pain. He was quickly escorted to the sideline and into the medical tent, where he was examined before being taken to the locker room. McCaffrey was initially listed as questionable to return, but by halftime, the 49ers ruled him out for the remainder of the game. It was clear that the injury would be more serious than initially thought, and the MRI results confirmed the worst-case scenario, a PCL injury that would sideline McCaffrey for at least 6 weeks. This injury marks the latest setback in what has already been a difficult season for McCaffrey. He had been plagued by injuries throughout 2024, including a calf and Achilles issue that forced him to miss the season's first 8 games. In his 4 games, McCaffrey has still managed to put up impressive numbers, including 202 rushing yards and 146 receiving yards, proving his value when healthy. The 49ers' injury woes in 2024 have been extensive. Along with McCaffrey, several key players are currently on injured reserve, including wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk, defensive lineman Javon Hargrave, and backup running back Jordan Mason. Mason, who had stepped up in McCaffrey's absence, suffered an ankle injury in the Bills game and will also be placed on IR, further depleting the team's running back depth. With McCaffrey, Mason, and Elijah Mitchell, hamstring, all sidelined, the 49ers find themselves in a tough spot. Isaac Guerendo, who has yet to make an impact at the NFL level, is next up on the depth chart for San Francisco, and the team will need him to step up in a big way to help fill the void left by the absence of their top 3 running backs. As if that weren't enough, the 49ers also have injuries to other key positions. Offensive tackle Trent Williams, ankle, and defensive end Nick Bosa, hip, oblique, have missed time, further hindering the team's ability to field a fully healthy roster. The 49ers, who were NFC champions last season, are now faced with the difficult task of staying competitive despite these mounting injuries. Despite the challenging circumstances, the 49ers will continue to press on. Head coach Kyle Shanahan and the coaching staff will need to make adjustments, particularly in the backfield, where the team's offensive game plan may need to shift without McCaffrey and Mason available. The 49ers will rely on their remaining healthy players, including quarterback Brock Purdy and star receiver Deebo Samuel, to keep the team afloat as they navigate this injury-riddled stretch. San Francisco hopes McCaffrey's 6-week recovery will allow him to return to the field just in time for the latter half of the season. In the meantime, the team must dig deep and find ways to stay competitive without its star running back. With a talented roster still in place, the 49ers hope their depth and resilience will be enough to weather this storm.